Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to another Genshin Impact playthrough session. I know some of you guys are already talking, Arnold, I thought you weren't pulling for Risley. Why are you being so contradictory and lying to our faces? I thought you were my strimmer. Hold your goddamn horses, okay? I'll explain, okay? First and foremost, we are in the Vorokash's Oasis because I did do a side quest that was recommended to me by chat off stream. It was a 3-day quest line that I will be going through a brief summary because I think there's going to be some interesting implications going into 4.2 or even the world quest of Fontaine with Julian and Pepper. But we are getting ready to start Act 4 of the Fontaine Archon quest. I understand why some people might want to say that Act 3 was the weakest because it was a very static, mundane, repetitive. You're in prison, okay? You have no freedom. You're doing the same thing. You wake up, you check into your job, you punch your cranes, you do the freaking pulley thing, you smash down the freaking components, you go and eat your shitty meal, and then you go to bed and do the same thing, okay? You're a freaking convict, all right? You don't have the luxury of having a good, dynamic, entertaining, exciting life. And thus, that's what we experience. So if you don't want that life, don't do crime, okay? Stay in school, don't do drugs, tip your waiters, etc., etc. Anyways, I have some updates. So first and foremost, you guys will notice I have Risley. Why is that, you might ask? Well, because I was gonna build pity for Freminet. And so I was at 0 pity from when I pulled Neuvillette. And I said to myself, okay, I'm just gonna pull 40 to 50 pulls. We'll stop there, right? So 5 pulls. So we got Risley right here. All right, so 1, 2, 5, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I got Risley in 20 pulls. So in 2 10 pulls, I got him. So why the fuck wouldn't I be popping off? So right now, I'm at like 6 pity for Freminet, but I guaranteed myself another 5-star, which I really did want at the end of the day, but I was willing to admit that I could skip him if it meant that I could get Freminet. But now I can get both. So that's the reason why I went for him. Weapon banner was very similar. I pulled on the weapon banner. I believe I went to 62 pulls here. So we got the weapon on the second page here. So we go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 66, 67. So 67 plus 20, yeah, 87 pulls to get all of the stuff. And we got the new 4-star spear and bow along the way as well. So I got everything in less than 90 pulls, which is pretty much hard pity for either banner. That was an absolute like Giga Chad, like off-stream luck. And that's why I have Risley. So I felt like I had to explain myself there because a lot of people in chat were like, Arnold, I thought skipping Risley. And I'm like, I thought so. Sorry. So that's the first thing. Secondly, we're gamers. We broke the 1,000 achievement barrier. No big deal. That's a personal milestone for me, but we did get a new name card. Went through the rest of these bosses, and we ended up getting the achievement Perpetual. Oh, that's cool. It has the dancing boss. Capellia and Capellius. No one hears the dreams that shatter between the conches and the gears. Only the tireless mechanical dancer that queries the echoes of the past day and night with its every elegant step. So another name card added to the list. Easy Clapperino. Before we go back to the prison and continue on with Act 4, I wanted to go through a little summary between the world quest of Julian and Pepper and a mysterious character by the name of Caterpillar. For those of you who don't know, this world quest is present within the Vorokash's Oasis general area. It's actually located in this cave right here. And if you go into this cave, you'll come across Julian. He's like, oh, I need help. I'm dying. I'm exhausted, etc., etc. You help him and his dog, and he talks to you about like kind of his life as a drawer, a painter. He's from Fontaine, and he has like a journey to find inspirations to create works of art. The journey ends here at Vorokash's Oasis. I found it very, very interesting. So I actually did a couple of a bit of screenshotting. For those of you who might not have done the quest, so you guys are curious how I interacted with the quest in general, we are going to be shifting really quick to a little screenshot commentary featuring Aether at the bottom left for this screenshot for some reason.
Hello.
Anyways, I did day 1's quest on stream. You end up meeting Julian in this cave. He's exhausted. You take him to the end of the coast where the water is in his campsite. You meet his dog, and there are these hilly churls that are like messing with him. They're like stealing his paintings. And so we end up helping him get his paintings back. And then in the second day, which I did yesterday, he says, I had a wonderful dream last night. In my dream, Caterpillar was standing at the end of the pilgrim's path, waving at me, and in that dream, well, it was strange. Why was that path just one cavern after another? So he introduces and starts talking about this character, a friend of his that he met named Caterpillar. Apparently, like a pretty important figure, like a powerful figure at the very least. I also wanted to screenshot this because, again, the hilly churls were like stealing his paintings, and this hilly churl's name was Critic in Waiting. They stole his art to criticize him. The name itself was so funny that I had to like screenshot the name itself. So I just found that to be like super random and kind of funny. Apparently, Julian has this really interesting ability. He's basically a perfect copy where he can create any artwork of something exactly how it's presented. However, there's a little plot twist here. Julian is colorblind. And so you would kind of question how exactly is that possible? He says, in truth, I'm just an amateur artist who can't correctly differentiate colors the way other people do. But I didn't want to give up on my dream of becoming a true artist. So what did this man do? He became a scammer, ladies and gentlemen. He was like, you know what? I'm just going to pass off my art as the real thing based on this special ability that I have. And he got in trouble for it. Think he served time in the Fortress of Meropide. So he's just like me for real, because I'm currently serving like a 45-day sentence because Nouvelette gave me Arlecchino's cake against my will, apparently. Not complaining, by the way. That's a pause moment right there. But yeah, he says exactly. And so after serving my sentence, I was determined to do something legitimate. This time, I will become a proper artist for sure. And then he mentions Caterpillar again. He actually reveals to us that this ability that he has to create anything just by seeing it as it is was an ability given to him. This was a special gift given to him by this Caterpillar individual. Caterpillar basically told him, take this power and go on a pilgrimage, follow the Oceanids path. And he says, I believe that if I made a pilgrimage along the path of the Oceanids, I would be able to find a cure that would let me differentiate colors just like other people can and grant me creativity akin to that of an innocent child. Mind you, this is in version 3.6 when this quest came out, which is kind of crazy. So I don't know who this Caterpillar individual is. You know, he basically says it's a friend, a most reliable friend of mine. It was he who told me to follow the path of the Oceanids pilgrim would allow me to find a curative in Sumeru that can cure all hurts and give one a new lease on life. Like an ultimate elixir, apparently, was told to him. He was like, oh, this can cure my color blindedness if I follow this path or whatever. So I don't know if this is a good thing or a bad thing. Paimon was kind of like sus. They were like, how does that exactly work? So that was the end of day 2. And then the quest that we did today, we essentially followed Julian through to the Vorokash's Oasis, where he kind of wants to take like actual inspiration and he wants to be legitimate in his craft. So we took him to Vorokash's Oasis, and he pretty much kind of has the conviction now to kind of stand on his own 2 feet and to create the art that he's always wanted to create along with his little doge. And that is the quest. They end up here. I don't know if they're going to be here after I teleport, but I already took a picture with them to commemorate this moment. Somebody told me to go back to his campsite after you finish the quest. So I think I'm going to do that first. I don't know if there's going to be something there. Apparently, they stay in the Vorokash. If you did the quest prior to 4.0, they stay in the Vorokash's Oasis until 4.0. So I'm pretty sure we're going to come back in touch with them during a future world quest in Sumeru, which is why I think some people wanted me to do the quest now. And we might actually come in contact with that Caterpillar fella. They gave Julian the ability to see truth truly, like things around him despite his disability. They talked about the Oceanids path and about an elixir, a curative that can cure any type of illness. So I don't really know what that all stems from, but I'm sure we'll figure it out. Is there anything over here? The thing at Julian's camp might be the next day. Ah, okay. Whatever's here, if there is something here, I'll save it for the next time I stream. Actually, I'll do it tomorrow because tomorrow we're doing Nuvilet's quest. So I'll come back here tomorrow. It might be his painting, actually, because it seems like he went to Vorokash's Oasis to find inspiration. And so he might end up painting something here when we come back. With all that said, though, progress on the new area is doing really well. 98% on the Liffey region, 93% on the Fontaine Research Institute region. And I'm assuming the other stuff that I have to do is going to be, unfortunately, locked behind world quests at this point. So eventually we'll be able to make progress. But with all that said, we are ready to start, ladies and gentlemen. We are back. Cataclysm's Quickening, which is a very terrifying, like, penultimate title for an act. Into the deep water murk. The open day has finally arrived. This is undoubtedly a good chance to find some information. You and Paimon plan to act and search for clues in the fortress of... Oh yeah, that's right. We get like 1 day off a month, which is hilarious because I've been busting my ass off for God knows how long. And now we have to get a bunch of intel on whatever happened with Childs. All right, Lynette, I got the juicy gossip. I'm gonna blow your minds. I'm gonna be the third brother of the Bombshell Bros. Oh, hold up. Oh, is he looking into how the mechs are created? Hey, what's going on, buddy?
That look in your eyes.
Ooh, that transition.
You found something?
Yo, that was clean. A little something, yeah.
Hey, this is no time to be modest. Just tell him we found a boatload of information.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if those guys are Mario and Luigi, then Linny and I are Wario and Waluigi.
Oh, as expected of the legendary duo, you have my full and undivided attention.
Alrighty. You summarize your findings to Linny.
Huh. I'd have never guessed that myself. The rumors swirling about this place are unreliable after all, and Master Child probably went missing because he found a way out.
Master Child.
He is a harbinger after all. I suppose he's much more resourceful than I initially gave him credit for.
Yeah, he doesn't have his vision with him though, so I wonder if something will happen to him if he uses his delusion or foul legacy without his vision to like counteract that stuff, you know?
Unfortunately, this isn't enough for our final report to Father. We need to find out Master Child's exact whereabouts. Father told me that even though Master Child said he was just coming to Fontaine for a vacation, he actually had some personal reasons. His agenda might be linked to his disappearance.
The most important thing right now is to catch up to him.
His escape route is already flooded, so we'll have to task someone with professional diving skills to chase after him.
Yeah. I hope he didn't fall into the primordial sea puddle or something.
Well, when you put it that way, it's obvious that only Freminet would be up to the task.
Oh, actually, in that trailer, it looked like Freminet was like drowning. So I wonder if he got dissolved because it kind of looked like it in the trailer a little bit.
Bingo! Is he around?
He's working today. Coming here as a group would have attracted too much attention. I'll talk to him about it later.
And he did say in that initial trailer, my mission. So I wonder what Freminet's mission is after all that. Please do, we're counting on you.
It's the least I can do. We're all in this together, so it's only fair for us to fulfill our end of the bargain. Honestly, I'm far more impressed by you guys managing to collect all this information right under Risley's watchful eyes.
Collecting information has always been our strong point.
Now, let me think. To find out more information, Freminet will have to retrace Master Child's original route.
And if Freminet... Is it confirmed that... Yeah, I think they're from Fontaine. So, like, what if Freminet goes looking for Child in the water? Child's from Snezhnaya, he won't be affected by, like, the primordial seawater. But because Freminet is, he will be?
And if he's to do that, he'll have to set out on the next pipe cleaning day at the earliest. That's 6 days from now. And after that, he'll probably take another 2 or 3 days to return.
You can even estimate how long it'll take for him to get back?
We've been working together for a long time.
Yeah.
We know each other's capabilities like the backs of our hands. Traveler, what say you to meeting here 9 days from now?
Oh my God.
We'll be able to pick up Freminet while we're at it, too.
Sure. Does that mean I gotta work for the next 9 days? I'm back to my Samsara life.
Oh, and there's just one last thing we'd like your help with. Though we can just sit back and wait for Freminet's report on Master Child's whereabouts, we still need to make more progress on the investigation of the Forbidden Zone.
Yeah.
Freminet's no master of disguise. Lynette's still working on getting intel from the other areas, and I'll need to spend some time helping Freminet prepare for his diving mission.
Ah, there it is.
So, you are the only ones we can count on.
Okay.
What do you want us to do? Will it be hard?
Well, I won't call it easy per se, but I think you'll be able to pull it off.
All right.
Listen carefully. You'll need to find an excuse to get into the infirmary and investigate the room and environs. You've mentioned several sketchy-looking people always meeting at the infirmary earlier.
Yeah.
So it probably has something to do with the secret we're hoping to uncover. You've already met the head nurse, so she'll be less suspicious of you.
Yep.
Investigate the internal structure of the infirmary and any active dealings within, and pass those on to me alongside anything else you're able to discover.
Okay.
But also, there's no need to take risks. Don't forget, safety always comes first.
Sounds good. I'll give it my best shot.
My apologies, I just started rambling out of habit. It was almost as if I was talking to my younger brother.
Aw.
But that's not a bad thing, right?
Maybe. But what if I'm the older brother?
All right, then we'll head out as soon as we finish our prep.
Let's go our separate ways for now then. Don't forget, we meet here again in 9 days.
Wait a minute.
Stay safe.
Who's older, Wario or Waluigi? Which one am I? Which brother am I? After doing some prep work with Paimon, you slowly approach the infirmary. All right, here we go. Oh shit, we're popping off. Paimon's our
Hey,
scout.
stay here for now. Paimon will take a peek.
Yo. Paimon on recon?
There seem to be several people inside.
Let's try to eavesdrop on them first. All right, you and Paimon hide in the corner and try your best to eavesdrop. Several people appear to be engaging in conversation. You only manage to catch bits and pieces. Oh.
It's not impossible.
Oh shit, they're talking with Sejuin.
Oh,
Huh.
it's a bit hard to understand them from here. So why don't we just try to talk to them in person? Let's go as soon as you're ready.
Paimon's like, I can't hear them, so I give up. Oh, what the hell? If you recall correctly, the potion is the result of the failed attempt at the alchemy you performed. Oh, did I just like induce sickness? I'm like, all right. Now I feel like shit. Now I have to go into the infirmary.
Someone, please help! He's sick!
Oh, God. I had to subject myself to this torment.
Whoa, are you okay?
Oh my! What's wrong, little one? There's no need to panic. Take a deep breath before you begin.
You know how the Melazines say that they perceive things differently? I wonder what they see when they see Paimon. I know that Canotilla was like, oh, you have like a balloon string going all the way up into the sky. And I'm like, okay, that's like, she's basically on Celestia's string. But I wonder if all Melazines see the same thing. Because I know Canotilla sees things vividly different.
The traveler started complaining of a stomachache, and then nausea, and then collapsed onto the ground. Paimon doesn't know what to do. Freezing limbs, twitching fingers, and pale complexion.
Damn.
Could it be poison? Let me take a look. Please, lie down over here.
She's gonna see through the bullshit. She's gonna be like, you just administered a potion like 30 seconds ago. My stomach really hurts. Damn.
Don't worry, I'll get you to the bed safely. Here, hold on to my shoulder and walk slowly.
She's gonna be like, yoink. She's gonna freaking one-arm him onto the bed.
You can do it, traveler.
Thank you. I'm sorry.
Don't apologize. You're sick after all. Now, please relax. I'm just going to do a preliminary checkup on you.
Okay. Sejuin has taken out a few instruments and begins to do her checkup. I hope I'm not so healthy that she gets sus.
I see now. My checkup has confirmed that he's not in any mortal danger.
Okay.
That's our worst fear out of the way.
Thank God.
Oh,
Eh?
that's good. But I'll continue my diagnosis of the patient now. Please, relax and take a deep breath.
All right, we're not dead. Sejuine's using her hands to palpate different areas of my abdomen. Seems like she's using elemental energy too. Her expression's growing more and more relaxed.
Don't sense serious damage to your organs either. Does it hurt when I press here?
It's not too bad.
And here?
Oh, that hurt a little.
Huh? But based on my initial checkup, there shouldn't be a problem here. How strange.
Act natural. Oh no, was my acting a bit over the top?
What about here? Does this hurt?
No, not really. Can barely feel it.
Oh. I understand. So that's what it is.
You're just trying to get out of work.
I think you just ate something that disagreed with you. That's all. Nothing too serious. Outside of a pretty bad stomach ache when it decides to act up.
Damn, she's like, get off your ass, dude. You're fine.
So that's what it is. Thank goodness it's not anything more serious. And there have been other inmates complaining about the food recently. I'll inform our head chef, Mr. Wolsey, of this problem as soon as possible.
Thank you. This guy is like, just letting shit slide. I swear to God.
Congratulations. The health risk is incredibly low, so you should recover within a couple days. Why don't you take a rest here while I go get some medicine for you?
All right. I like her. She's very courteous and seemingly respectful.
Miss Levine, I'll have to trouble you to help me look after this new patient while I'm gone.
Very well.
All right.
And she hopped away just like that.
Phew. This infiltration mission is going much more smoothly than I imagined. Next, there's only 2 people left in the room. Sejuine just called that woman Lorvine, so she has to be one of those frequent visitors to the infirmary I've heard about.
Hello. So how are you feeling now?
I'm still not great. I can't keep staring at her. It'll draw unwanted attention. This guy also seems to have noticed. Now he's looking in my direction too.
His stomach ache's really bad. He was stumbling about the whole way here, so Paimon's really worried.
If Miss Sejuine says it's not a serious problem, then there's no need to worry. She's the best medic we've got down here.
Oh, you trying to shoo me out, lady?
But it also looks like she's the only medic you've got down here.
Well, that's true.
What do you mean, that's true?
Oh, God.
That's really misrepresenting the situation. Of course I can't speak for the whole fortress, but it's not like everyone imprisoned here is useless, you know? Though they may have committed crimes and gotten locked up here as a result, they still know a thing or two about medicine, and they help Miss Sejuine take care of the sick and injured.
Yeah, you're right. But did you have to lecture me about it in front of another patient? Aren't you a patient too? Where did all your energy come from?
Damn.
That's correct. Sorry, I got a bit ahead of myself.
All right, these two, you can feel the tension.
Are you two also sick?
Yeah, they're lovesick.
We've been sick a while. I come back every once in a while for checkups, and to pick up the medicines Miss Sejuine prescribes for us. That's just the nature of chronic illnesses. As for her, you could say she fancies herself as Miss Sejuine's capable helper because she learned a bit of medical knowledge ages ago.
Please watch your mouth, Mr. Jurrier. Don't forget that you are the primary reason I have frequent heart palpitations.
Is that a compliment?
Hey,
is that a good thing?
Arguing now. Please, keep it civil at least.
These two have a really terrible relationship and only ran into each other because they came here to pick up their meds at the same time. Or could it be? But outside 2 of them, there's nothing suspicious in the room. All the files on the table appear to be patient records, and while there's a box, I can't check it out right now. Nah, Masaka. There's also not that much furnishing on the wall. Eh? Wait, there seems to be a movable hatch on the ground over there.
Hey! There's no need to fight! Everyone will be released someday, so there's no need to argue over silly things like this!
How did Aether notice that hatch back there? Like, what the hell?
But...
Release. It's way too early for us to even think about that. And who the heck knows if we'd even be able to continue our previous lives?
Presence of a movable hatch isn't strange by itself, but perhaps it's my adventurous intuition speaking. But isn't it a bit strange that there's a movable hatch here of all places? Is it hiding something?
Please allow me to end this boring and useless conversation.
Oh my God.
Oh, and Mr. Jurrier, I don't want to see your face here again anytime soon.
He's like, all right, I'll be back later then.
And same to you, Miss Lorvine. Anyway, that was more than enough rest for me, so I'm going to get out of this excessively noisy place. See you later, everyone.
Damn, later, nerd.
He just slowly walked off like that?
That's just what he's like. I'm sorry you had to see all of that.
Yeah.
I'm Lorvine, and that's... Well, his name is Jurier, but I hope you'll never have cause to remember his name.
I mean, you have no problem remembering it, so I think we're good here.
You really can't stand him, huh?
I mean, can you blame me? Look, who would like someone who's as arrogant and obsessed with weird research topics as he is?
You?
But there's no need to keep dwelling on him. I'll accompany you two for a while. Miss Seishween should be back soon, and I'm sure you'll feel better as soon as you've had some of her medicine.
All right, thank you for looking after me.
No, it's nothing.
I'm back! Did you rest like you promised?
I mean, there was a little noise, but I did the best I could.
Thank you for getting our medicine, Miss Seishween.
Did you all cooperate with your bed rest? I trust that nobody got up to walk around. Good. Here, this should be 2 days' worth of medicine for you. Take one pill now, and then continue your bed rest.
I'm assuming she's gonna be a healer. You know, she's the head of the infirmary. It makes sense. I love her eyes too, by the way. God, she has such a great color palette too.
Miss Lorvine, I left in a bit of a hurry just now. Do you still remember if we discussed the color of the pill that you should be taking today?
Oh.
I remember. You said it should be yellow.
Did they talk about that before we walked in? Why don't I remember?
Yellow, huh? I understand. These are yours. Please, make sure to go to bed early after taking them tonight. You'll benefit from a good night's sleep.
All right, then I'll also be on my way now. I hope you feel better soon, too.
All right, thanks.
See ya! I'm going to fill out your medical record now. You're widely known as the Traveler, right?
Yep.
I just want to double-check a few details, if that's all right with you. Those two made quite the commotion just now, so why don't we let the Traveler rest? Paimon can answer the questions instead.
Maybe?
So his primary symptoms are abdominal pain with secondary symptoms of nausea. Is there anything else? That's it. All right then.
That's it?
Is there anything we should know besides to take the meds? No, his base constitution is quite good, so I'm sure he'll recover quite quickly after taking the medicine.
Okay.
Please make sure to stick to bland or less stimulating foods, and don't stay up too late at night.
Damn, bland foods for the next 9 days.
Got it. Paimon will hold the Traveler to that for sure.
AKA, Paimon will eat all the good food, you eat all the bad food. Sejuine's still looking at me. I should just try to take a nap like she said.
Oh, you're going to take a nap already? Okay then, you get some rest.
All right. You move yourself in the regular patient's bed and try to relax. The weariness from work and intel, however, you catch some hints of Paimon's conversation.
We've been to lots of places together. He may look a bit under the weather now, but he's actually super strong.
Aw, Paimon's complimenting me.
So you're the best of companions. Well, don't worry, he'll recover soon.
Okay. That's sweet. Thank you, Paimon. Companion, that word
You're awake.
gives you a wave of comfort. Aw, I love Paimon. I don't care what anyone says. She's great.
How do you feel? You slept for a really long time, but we never left.
All right, I feel a lot better. Thank you both.
Well, now you can go back without a worry in the world. Remember to take your meds regularly, and remember bland foods. Thank you, Miss Sejuine.
Okay. Not badge. All right, return to the dormitories. So, like, this thing right here, this must be... I wonder if this is actually important or something. Hello, Sejuine.
Seems like a lot of people have been coming down with an upset stomach lately. I'll need to address that.
I wonder if that has anything to do with the food that we got on that third day of work. Like that weird, like, purple-looking food. Is that bland enough to eat? I have no idea. I have no clue. All right. God, this
really
freaking
are
room.
To be able to fall asleep like that and even sleep talk the entire time, you scared Paimon half to death!
Sleep talk? Did I say anything I shouldn't have? Yeah, this room is literally like Sumeru's room 2.0. We just need some beeping in here and we'll be good.
No, but you kept mumbling things along the lines of, Pyron, don't take my grilled fish and put down the Adeptus Temptation now.
Yeah, you're taking all the good food.
Paimon talked with Sigewinne the entire time you were asleep. She seems like she's just a sincere nurse, and Paimon didn't notice anything unusual in the room.
Oh, man.
Are you sure we're not going off track with the infirmary?
Are we really off track, though? There were some weird things about that place. The movable latch on the ground, as well as the questions Sigewinne asked. And also, were they really talking about their meds before we walked in? Was their argument genuine, or were they putting on a show? Paimon, hear me out.
Whoa, you really are super thorough. All those tiny little suspicious things that Paimon didn't even pick up on.
Oh, yeah.
We've got to get the info to Linny.
I'm a little too big brain. Over the next few days, you and Paimon work your stations as usual. Wow, they literally are like speed running through. They're just speed running their samsara life. Alrighty, here we go. You managed to pass the slip to the busy Lynette as she passes by. Her disguise is impeccable. All right. Ooh. Yo, that was clean. And finally, the promised 9th day arrives.
Today's the day. Let's go meet up with Linny.
Alrighty. The truth shrouded in shadow. Let's see what's gonna happen here. Linny, have you even left this spot? Yeah, I know he's working, but it's just like bruh.
Did you two run into any trouble over the past few days?
Oh my god, that's so funny. You know how we were talking about like the room reminds us of the Samsara room from the Sumeru Archon quest? And like, I was like, all we need is beeping. This is Act 4. And during Sumeru, the 4th option was the option during the Samsara. They planned this shit.
No, we just worked our shifts according to the schedule. Nothing weird happened.
That's good. That means you didn't raise any suspicions when you infiltrated the infirmary.
Okay.
We've taken a look at the slip you've sent. Freminet successfully left the grounds via the pipes 2 days ago. And as of last night, Lynette has also infiltrated the infirmary after faking an illness.
Nice. Good job.
Wait, why is she getting involved as well?
She's got like the freaking trait of the magic, right? She can like deceive, I think.
You already went above and beyond when you scoped out the infirmary. To put it more bluntly, even if we were to view that as something you did in exchange for Freminet's help, you've already done more than enough.
Yeah, Lynette could use that info.
Infiltrating a guarded stronghold is a different kind of job from a one-off investigation.
Yeah.
We want to avoid using the same faces over and over
Makes
and
sense.
reduce the amount of suspicion that will fall on any given person.
Take the info we gave, give it to Lynette, and then she'll be able to go in there and do a little bit more with it.
Lynette also felt like you have already taken the first step for us, so she should be the one to finish the job.
So that's what Lynette thinks. Oh, Paimon hopes everything's going well for her.
I'm not opposed to helping you.
Perhaps that's true. You're both very good people, and we've come to appreciate that more than anyone else. Unfortunately, there's still one thing that could get between us, lest you've forgotten. The matter of our respective loyalties.
Yeah, that is true.
You've mentioned before that you've had some run-ins with the Fatui. I can understand that feeling, so I assume you're just helping us out of the kindness of your hearts?
That is true, because it's just like, what happens if we get into a tussle with their father? Are they going to confront us about that? You know, are they going to defend her?
Well, everyone could use some more friends. We'll be counting on you to help us in the future, too.
Since I see you as friends, then it's even more important for us to protect you from any peril. Freminet and Lynette feel the same way.
I get it now.
Glad to hear it.
Like, if we end up fighting Arlecchino, I think it would be super badass if they fought alongside her.
Then, let's go check on Lynette before Freminet returns. If everything went well, then she should be wrapping up her investigation right about now.
Is now really a good time to go over?
According to my observations, Sigewinne always spends around half an hour away from the infirmary right before lunch. Lynette knows this as well, so this should be a good time to meet up with her.
Oh yeah, we heard that too.
Also, I'm her brother, remember? It's only natural for an older brother to care about his younger sister's well-being.
Yeah, and their assistant, I mean, from a working perspective.
Okay, then let's head over right away.
Head to the infirmary in secret. Well, in secret, I don't know about that. This guy, Rosalino, he's gonna know every time.
Lynette should be here right now.
She hiding in plain sight?
Strange. Lynette?
As expected, Sijwin isn't here, but
Uh-oh.
why isn't Lynette here?
Could she have found a lead?
No, Lynette rarely deviates from the plan. We agreed that if she were to make changes on the fly, she'd find a way to let me know. Unless...
Let's see if there are any clues around here. We can look while we wait for her. Who knows? Maybe she'll be back soon.
Okay.
All right, unless something happened sporadically that she didn't have time to tell you. All right, let's see. Search for clues.
There are some books here and a few files. They all look like medical record. Advanced nursing, how to raise the spirit of your patients, a quick guide to the psychology of emotions, and the meaning of laughter.
Oh, is she like trying to learn about all that stuff?
These sure are some interesting books.
Yeah.
Who knew Sijwin would be interested in these kinds of things?
It's all about those things you call emotions and laughing. Like, why do humans do that? I must know more.
She even has books on understanding people's motivations and feelings.
Yeah.
Is it because she's a Melusine?
There it
Or
is.
does she have a need to understand her patient's emotional state?
My God, I feel like I need a pull for her now. She's a playable Melusine. That's so cool. I love those little
Seems quite
those little
normal to me.
gals.
These are skills that would come in handy for a nurse from time to time.
There it is, confirmed Melusine. All right, what's on the bench? Oh, I
None of
have
the
to
beds
get
have any
her.
signs of having been
I have to
slept
get
in.
her.
Except that one over there.
She's Albedo's niece. I have to get her. All the Melusine are related to Albedo. Oh, man. Easy. Okay, I have to get her now.
That's the one Lynette must have used, right? You said she was pretending to be sick.
Yeah, that's so fucking cool, by the way.
She would have said her migraine was having a particularly bad flare-up. Generally speaking, the head nurse would then ask her to lie down and rest while she left to retrieve the medication. Which means either the head nurse didn't return the entire time from when Lynette laid down up until she left the bed, or the nurse intentionally left it this way.
Uh-oh. Oh, no, that's not a good sign. Oh, dear. Wait, am I gonna want to pull for her?
We saw it before.
Is this the niece that we don't like?
Wait, this thing? It doesn't look like it's been disguised that well.
Sageween, more like Susjween? Lenny leans down to get a close look at the
space
movable.
behind it is empty. From its size, I don't think it's an entrance that is meant to be taken apart. There's probably a mechanism around here somewhere. Could Lynette have tried to get inside? But if that's the case, she would have contacted me for sure.
I don't know. Unless she was led.
Let's look around here for some more clues. Don't panic, just take another look.
The look on Lenny's face, he's definitely beginning to panic. Don't panic. He probably said that subconsciously more to himself than anything else. Oh no. Lynette!
Hey, you guys, there's a slip of paper over here.
A slip of paper.
It's right over here, and there's a bunch written on it too. It reads, out of respect for your usual practices, I'll use a piece of paper or card as the medium to pass on my message. You may consider this as me giving you my best regards.
Oh, wait.
This is...
Is that Sigeween or...
Is that all?
Is there anything on the back?
The back. This is...
Show me! Now!
What happened?
That look on your face. Paimon's reading it now. Would you care to guess where Miss Lynette of the Fatui could be right now?
They were basically like, here's our own version of a calling card, Mr. Magician Man.
No. Could she have... Is she already...
Writhsley. Did he deliberately leave the infirmary unguarded to use it as bait?
Oh, fuck. Risley, nothing gets past the Duke, bro.
Wait, you mean he was aware of our goals from the very beginning?
Yeah.
But why? We didn't run into any trouble last time, and he also never reached out to us since.
Yeah, because, I mean, he's like, yeah, you guys are a little too special, all right? You guys are in with Monsieur Neuvillette. Why would he choose to act during the second investigation attempt instead of the first? He led you into a false sense of security, that's why.
Yes, that is a crucial question. Writhsley, he doesn't do anything without a clear goal or reason. So this means he had no concerns about your activities from the very beginning. You're not from the same camp as us. You were sent down here by Nervulet, so you have no conflict of interest with Wriothesley. We're a completely different story, though.
Why did he go after Lynette to get to him?
I'd like to know that, too. Why did he only go after her? Don't panic. Just think everything over. I have to stay calm. This is not like what happened last time. The situation's different now.
This isn't like the performance.
Wait, you're right. Wait, but that means the fact that Freminet was able to leave the grounds. Could Wriothesley have let him go as well?
Oh, shit.
But what does he gain by letting Freminet leave like that?
I get it now. He deliberately made them both disappear.
So he's challenging me and trying to provoke me, I'm sure of it.
I mean, he got the most important things, your siblings. He's got that leverage now. Wriothesley, you're not a bad man, are you? Like, what's going on? What do you really want?
We never should have sent out Freminet. We had to go through all that trouble to find an opening to sneak him around the guards and into the pipe, and we even thought luck was on our side.
Nah, man's let you do that.
If Wriothesley let him leave on purpose, then he's probably in a terrible spot now as well.
Lenny's getting more and more panicked. We have to calm him down.
Lenny, calm down. Last thing you should do to someone that's clearly not calm is to tell him to calm down.
Don't be like this, Lenny. Freminet wouldn't have left if we hadn't told you about Child. That was our fault.
No, I'm the leader of this operation, and I'm the one responsible for this team. I was the one who failed to protect them. I'll go talk to Wriothesley.
Damn, bro.
Hey, don't be reckless. Traveler, please talk some sense into him.
Wriothesley's kind of goated for that, though. Like, you would think, like, oh, yeah, we're just doing whatever we want in this prison. This is easy cake.
I simply cannot allow Lynette to be abducted again. I have to go. I'll find a way to get them back.
Damn. Bye.
He's rushed out the door. After him.
All right, I guess we're going after him. Oh! Chad, I think we've been bamboozled. She heard all of that, by the way, I think. Oh, what are you smirking about?
Right. I feel like we still have some room to make changes on these details.
Oh, so this is what they said before we got there.
It's not impossible, but it'll require extensive testing.
Is that so? Very well. Then please be mindful of the time.
Yeah, that was the little bits that we couldn't hear. And then we're like, oh, yeah. Oh, he's dying.
Is someone?
They knew.
Pack everything up. Whoever's outside is eavesdropping. They'll probably come in once we stop talking.
Oh, shit. Bro, we got so bamboozled. Oh my god.
Someone! Please help! He's sick!
The classic sick motive.
Whoa, are you okay?
These two. As expected, they've already found this place. Oh, they are quite sharp.
Did her demeanor just change? What is happening?
What a delightful turn of events. I like smart people, but I also like playing dumb. I like the feeling of being trusted.
What? I like her. She's very courteous and seemingly respectful. Seemingly respectful. She's Albedo's niece. I have to get her. All the Melusine are related to Albedo. Wait, am I gonna want to pull for her? Is this the niece that we don't like? Bro, she's reading those psychology books to manipulate people. That's fucking crazy.
Oh my! What's wrong, little one? There's no need to panic. Take a deep breath before you begin.
Bro, she comes off so sweet and wholesome and cute and innocent. What a crazy ass Melusine. Albedo, I'm sorry, my guy. There's one in every family, I'm sure.
Being able to read human expressions is quite the useful skill.
Oh dear. And she's Hydro too.
Lenny, wait! He's already out of sight. How is he so fast? Let's go head him off at Wriothesley's office.
Damn. Not my precious office, please. Let's see.
Come out and face me, Wriothesley!
Uh-oh. Oh, he's already here.
Aren't we at an administrative office space? Why don't you at least try to follow even a couple rules from the fortress's indoor management regulations?
What did you do to my sister?
Yeah, I completely forgot these quotes from the trailer.
I ran into the young miss at the infirmary. I'd heard that she was suffering from quite the migraine, so I decided to invite her over for a cup of tea. I do have some teas in my collection that can work wonders against such an illness.
Stop joking around! Where did you take my siblings?
I have also heard that your performances are quite the spectacle. Miss Lynette would sometimes enter a box filled with water, only to emerge the next second from another place altogether. Maybe she'll appear behind you right now if you were to turn your head.
Nah, don't turn your head. Don't take your eyes off him.
Is he trying to trick me into turning my head? No, he's probably not looking to attack me right now. All of the hostages are in his hands, and he's even in the mood for small talk. That means Lynette is probably still alive.
Yo, these internal monologues, bro.
You knew we were investigating the infirmary from the start, so you deliberately aroused the traveler's suspicions and baited us into continuing our investigation, just so that you'd be able to kidnap Lynette.
Smart cookie.
As for Freminet, no, you probably didn't even interfere with Child's escape. You let him go, so you could purge the Fatui members that we had planted into your ranks.
That is kind of cool. Holy shit.
There was no need to do so. The Fortress of Meripede is a pretty pleasant place. Most people enjoy their lives here. The only ones who act differently are those with personal agendas. It was quite easy to identify your colleagues.
Yeah, he's like, bro, you don't come into my house and try to change things.
You removed our original members and spread the news of Child's escape so Father would assign our team to come down and investigate. Freminet has also fallen into your hands, right?
Shit.
If you're so omnipotent and so in control, why would you need hostages?
Damn, bro. That was actually a 5-head finesse from Risley.
One correction. Lynette is in my hands right now, but Freminet is not.
Oh.
He's not. What do you really want?
Lenny!
Hold up. All right, shit's about to pop off.
Oh, wonderful. Everyone is here, so I'll only need to say this once. Thank you so much for cooperating with me.
Oh my god. Where are Lynette and Freminet?
Eager and to the point, I see. Alas, only Miss Lynette is currently having a cup of the fortress's finest tea.
Oh, is she upstairs?
Although, as per your original plan, Mr. Freminet should also have returned to the fortress by now. But he has neither shown up within my gates, nor has he been taken into any kind of custody. So where do you think he may be right now?
Is he still like underwater, like on that path?
Wait, you can't mean you locked him outside in the sea?
I closed the fortress's gate to the outside world. That's all.
So he's still underwater somewhere.
Freminet's a star diver, so he should be fine, right?
No, we're still here, so he definitely tried to find a way to come back for us. So we can't assume he might have made a break for the surface.
But why would I do this, you may be asking?
Damn.
To have an audience with you, of course. My intel tells me that Mr. Linney is a great magician, so it's only natural for me to want to have some cards of my own when it comes to negotiating.
Okay.
Besides, I do recall you mentioning to Miss Lynette that you've always wanted to have a face-to-face meeting with the Lord of the Fortress of Meripede, regardless of whether it was in a personal or a professional capacity. Well, you got your wish.
Yeah, he's like, I heard you were talking shit, so here I am. Oh my god.
So, you've been keeping tabs on us before we even set foot in the fortress.
That's so funny.
Some of my folks just happened to hear a thing or two, that's all. In any case, I will be straight with you. I was willing to play dumb and turn a blind eye, so we had a pleasant few days playing games together here. But once you started focusing on the Forbidden Zone, all of that changed.
I wonder if the Forbidden Zone is like, if there's any like primordial water activity there. From the Act 1 part of the quest, there's like a pocket somewhere underwater, like in a cave somewhere that has like a primordial like puddle, like a fountain of just primordial water. So I wonder if it was built around it, if like this fortress may have been built around primordial waters.
Mr. Linney, the cards are stacked against you right now. Miss Lynette is in my hands, and Mr. Freminet is still slowly being pickled out there in the brine. You know just as well as I that he cannot last out there forever.
Pickled.
You need do but one thing to guarantee their safety. I would like you to contact your superior.
Really?
And ideally, invite her over for a cup of tea with me.
Are we gonna have another tea party cutscene moment? She just had freaking cake and tea with Neuvillette and Farina.
You want to see Father? But why should she bother giving you an audience?
Well, if she cares for the well-being of her dearest children,
That is
she should have
true.
plenty of motivation to join me for a parents' evening.
That's funny. Parents' evening.
I've heard that the bonds between the members of the House of the Hearth are like the bonds of family. I don't see why she would refuse.
I don't know if she would appreciate you basically threatening the lives of her children.
Why did you think Father sent us to handle the fortress of Meripede? This place is basically a no man's land. It wouldn't be fitting for anyone as important as a harbinger like Father to come here in person.
And it's underwater and like complete lockdown, so like that's just not very advantageous for her.
Oh, I see. So it's because she doesn't care for my place here. That's such a shame. After all, I've amassed quite the tea collection. I was looking forward to sharing it with her. Both Monsieur Neuvillette and Lady Farina have already received many samples as gifts.
Oh, I wonder if that tea that they were drinking with her was the tea that was from Risley.
Was this the extent of your master plan to get to Father? No matter how much pressure you may put on me, I won't allow you to use us to blackmail her.
Yeah, I was about to say, this man's like the tea archon. He's just raving about that tea set, that tea collection.
You people really are difficult to get along with. All I'm asking for is a face-to-face conversation. Does she truly have no interest in the fortress's secret? Mr. Linney, you have one last chance to invite your father here. If you refuse...
But like, why does he want to talk to her? He's almost saying it like, oh, she has something to gain from coming here more than he does. But like, why do you want to initiate this conversation in the first place?
Lenny!
Why do you have to do this?
Instead of asking why I'm doing this, why don't you try to see things from my perspective for a second? From the very beginning, the Fatui has been actively infiltrating my fortress.
Which means they're looking for something, or they're looking for information.
I gave you a warning by cutting off the first few operatives I found, but that only caused you to double down. Had you given up on the fortress then and there, I'd have no reason to want to talk.
So does he want to know why they're infiltrating him? Because like, they initiated this conflict.
Mr. Freminet left the fortress on his own, and Miss Lynette tried to pry out my secrets right in front of me. No matter how you look at it, the responsibility for this falls on you.
Risley did nothing wrong, guys. Like, he's not the bad guy here.
I shouldn't ask Father to do anything because of us.
6, 5,
Wait,
2, 1. Time's up. It really is a shame, Mr. Linney.
Risley!
Negotiations have broken down. Please leave, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for my afternoon tea.
Risley, if you mention that fucking tea one more time, I swear to God. Please wait. Can we really not talk about this some more?
Yeah, listen to the Traveler. If you can't talk to Lenny, can you at least talk to us?
You do realize that I'm only letting you go because of Neuvillette, yes? You're here helping him out, and I've already done my best to stay out of your way.
This is such a messy situation, bro. Traveler's really trying to be like, can't we all just be friends and get along? And it's like, nah, bro, you're in this man's house.
But that doesn't mean you can just do whatever you want.
Yeah.
The fortress may be small and remote, but it still has its own set of laws.
Please spare Freminet and Lynette. Yeah, don't kill them. Like, Jesus.
Then how about this? Those who are capable deserve respect. You've spent quite some time investigating my home turf by now, so why don't you tell me a thing or two about what you found?
Okay.
I'll ask you 3 questions. Answer all of them correctly, and I'll agree to your request.
Dainsleaf moment.
Question 1. Regarding the hidden rules of the production zone, what is the truth behind the one about not being allowed to work for 3 days in a row?
Do I gotta do some brain math? I can't believe he's asking me about the hidden rules. If I recall correctly, if you keep working without any rest during lunch hours on the 3rd day, you will find a portion of strange meat in your welfare meal. It's a good thing that we've already run a thorough investigation on this. Let's see if I can remember all the clues. I should be able to find an answer if I piece everything together. Oh boy, time for some big brain time. Regarding the hidden rules of the production zone, what is the truth behind the one about not being allowed to work for 3 days in a row? What happens if you violate the production zone's hidden rule?
I've been told that the infirmary is always empty for the half hour just before lunch. But what could Sigewinne be doing during that time?
Zach got paid, boys.
The Fonta promoter has been struggling because he doesn't recognize the real value of coupons. Meanwhile, the Duke believes that only idiots who don't understand the value of coupons will spend them on Fonta. We often see Miss Sigewinne observing the prisoners at work near the production zone. It seems like she can perceive the general state of a person's health just by looking at them.
Oh, and much more, actually. She can suss you out.
Fonta's internal report suggests that they're starting a new trial of an unnamed and unpackaged product. But the product has to undergo a trial because even Fonta's own employees have a lot of reservations about it. The research notes said that the Melusine race perceives the world very differently from humans. As a result, the Melusines have also developed a sense of aesthetics that feels rather strange and alien to humans.
And lastly,
according to Collins, the Pancration tournament only took place because the Fonta company sponsored it. The company must want a return on their investment as well.
Under what circumstances does the strange meat appear?
I've been told that the infirmary is all—
Hold on. Is this? Oh, I got it. Cool.
Ah, so that's what's going on. Paimon understands.
Second try.
Now. Who would have guessed? The hidden rule of the production zone. People are not supposed to work 3 days in a row, and if they do, they'll get strange meat in their welfare meal.
How'd she sneak that past the freaking security? Oh my god. Yo, Detective Paimon is best Paimon. I'm so happy right now, bro.
At first we thought this strange meat must have something to do with the people who disappeared. But in reality, they were all prepared by Sigewinne, the head nurse.
Oh my god, that's so funny.
She often visits the production zone to observe the workers' health and makes a note of anyone who has worn themselves out after 3 full days of work.
Ah, I see. So Sigewinne is pivotal to this.
Out of her sense of duty as the head nurse, as well as her genuine concern for the workers' health, Sigewinne visits the cafeteria right before lunch and cooks an extra dish for those who can use the stamina boost.
Holy shit, Paimon's big braining it right now. I love Detective Paimon.
Sigewinne has only the best intentions with her surprise gift and doesn't want anyone to find out about what she does. However, unfortunately, Melusines as a race perceive the world differently from humans, and their sense of aesthetics is even more alien to us. The recipients of her lovingly prepared special meals cannot taste the care within and usually just freak out.
Yeah.
Are we on the right track?
Yo, did you finesse my guy Risley?
Not bad. You've uncovered Sigewinne's secret and even guessed her intentions correctly as well.
Let's go!
It's nice to know that her efforts have not gone unacknowledged.
Nice.
All right, now for my next question.
Okay.
There are also some hidden rules in the Pancration ring, including the one that you're not allowed to support both sides of a fight. Why is that?
The hidden rule of the Pancration ring, I remember, if someone tries to support both boxers at the same time, they'll receive a package the next morning, which contains a strange blood-colored liquid. We've also done a lot of research on the matter, so let me sift through and find out what I can come up with. What happens if you violate the hidden rule? Yeah, if you violate the hidden rule, you will receive a bag containing strange blood-colored liquid. Okay, so that seems valid for that one. Okay, there we go.
Paimon gets this rule too now, so there really was nothing to be afraid of.
Okay.
That hidden rule of the Pancration ring is about
Second try.
People are not supposed to bet on both boxers at the same time. And if they do, they'll receive a package containing a strange blood-colored liquid. People get scared when they see it because they've subconsciously begun to associate it with the missing boxer.
Damn.
But really, it's just a bottle of the latest yet-to-be-named and packaged new Fanta trial product.
Okay.
A blood-red drink. It's no wonder even Fanta's own staff were questioning the company's decision-making.
Is it strawberry flavored?
The company, facing backlash from its own staff, decided to try to trial the product on a smaller scale to see how it might be received by customers.
They were like prisoners. That'll work.
They came to the fortress of Meropide and offered to sponsor the Pancration tournament so they could push their new product. But the Duke completely refused to even entertain the idea.
Risey's like, God damn it, she's getting all of these questions right.
The Duke, knowing how valuable coupons are in the fortress, knew that only total idiots who didn't understand their true value would bother buying a Fanta product here.
Yeah, that's like a luxury when you're like working for your life here.
And so, only those who proved their stupidity by being dumb enough to bet on two opposing sides of the same match were selected to receive the drinks.
That's such a Chad move, dude. It's like, all right, if you get a drink, you are a true idiot.
I acknowledge the effort you've put into bringing the truth of this mystery to light.
I love how detailed and well thought out this like entire plot line was, because Act 3, it seemed like we were just kind of living our life, and now we realize there's like layers to all the stuff that we did.
Although, based on your description, that Fanta promoter is a bit too careless with his words. I may just reconsider my collaboration with the company.
Ooh.
All right, and here's the final question.
Okay.
What's the secret behind our head nurse and all of her patients in the infirmary?
Given that cutscene, she's a little sus now. We haven't collected enough information to answer that.
Stop your cruel and pointless games, Risley! You know that we haven't finished our investigation, so there's no way we can answer the last question!
Whoa!
The thought of sparing Lynette and Freminet never even crossed your mind!
Chill.
You'll pay for this!
I don't know, man.
Ah!
Whoa! Oh shit, that's kind of cool. It's like a still. Oh, we got hit in the...
Are you alright?
Who hit him? Who shot him in the back of the head? What is that? What is happening?
Oh, close one. I owe you, Sigeween. That was a fantastic shot.
Oh my god, what the fuck?
It was nothing, Your Grace.
Bro, she's got a gun in the fucking fortress? What the hell? She stays strapped.
Sigeween? Though this gun may look like a toy, it's actually fully functional, as I just demonstrated.
All right. Actually, she might be a DPS, chat. Hold up.
Sigeween.
All right.
You...
Are you his accomplice in all of this?
Not at all. I am merely a resident of the fortress, and thus protecting it is my duty.
Damn, these two are like dynamic duo right here. No wonder they were both featured in the freaking Overture teaser together.
When Monsieur Nervulette asked me to come here, he told me that my job would be to take care of the well-being of everyone here. I am merely discharging my duties.
Okay.
But if you mean what you just said, then isn't Linny someone you should be looking after as well? Isn't he a resident here just like the rest of us?
If you were close with Neuvillette, why not learn a thing or two about the virtue from him?
But I really am just doing what Monsieur Nervulette told me to do. Everything I did, I've done to protect them. Had I not, they would be in far more dire straits right now.
Yeah, she's like, I'm not a miracle worker. I'm a freaking healthcare professional.
His Grace knows it too, right? Your Grace? Mind proving my innocence to them?
Aww.
My dear Sigeween, whatever shall I do with you? Would it have killed you to just wait another minute or two?
Damn. Maybe she's a little eager.
Well, it's nearly time after all. The way you do things can be truly frustrating sometimes, Your Grace. I figured I should try to talk some sense into you.
Wait, it's nearly time for what?
What are you talking about? What time?
The time for calamity, ladies and gentlemen. The clock is ticking. Oh my god, it's tea time.
Take me if you want.
Hold on.
Let them go.
I swear to god, is it afternoon tea time? I'm gonna flip this table over.
How touching. Can you just give me one more minute?
Don't be like that, Your Grace.
All right, everyone, calm down. 2 more visitors will be arriving any time now.
Oh?
I'll go get a cup of tea. Miss Sigeween, I leave Miss Lynette in your care.
Okay.
You... What are you doing?
I believe I hear footsteps.
2 more visitors? A familiar figure bursts into the room. Hold up. Yo!
Some space, please.
Clorinde, who else?
Ah, Miss Clorinde. My door.
Oh, it's... She fucking went and got Freminet. Bro, they literally are doing Freminet like they did freaking Kujo Sara. Just having him just laid out on the floor. She got him. She found him.
Freminet. Freminet.
Is he okay? What's
going on? What is Clorinde doing here?
It's good thing Sigewinne's here too, because she can tend to him.
Work.
No, she's here because Hoyoverse has to remind you that she will be coming soon. And you guys got to get those primos ready.
I'm sorry about shooting you, Mr. Linney. The tranquilizing effect will begin to wear off soon. Please take it easy in the meantime, though.
What happened to Freminet? Wasn't he diving just outside of the fortress?
Uh-oh.
Why is he looking like this?
These symptoms, it can't be.
A flushed face, an accelerated pulse. He must have consumed primordial seawater.
There it is. I had a feeling.
What did you say?
Holy shit. So there is primordial seawater out there.
Please, make some space. I'll need to give Mr. Freminet a more thorough checkup. Your Grace, I'll leave the rest to you.
So is the water like diluting with the Fontaine water?
I'll talk to Clorinde while you get Freminet to where he needs to be. Everything else can wait.
I assume he drank the water because he was like drowning. I don't know if it was like a bottoms up kind of moment where he like had a drink and then it happened. I assume it was because he was underwater for too long.
What's that look on your face? I thought I made good time on the way back.
I was gonna try to talk to the others, but I guess I can't.
Oh, I'm just admiring your punctuality. Had you arrived just a few minutes later, Sigewinne may have been forced to shoot Mr. Linney again. How's the situation out there?
The water has changed.
Oh.
It's pretty much as expected.
Yep.
The concentration of primordial seawater has increased significantly.
Is it about like the outside waters? Like the waters outside the fortress? Or are we just super far down in the depths that this is where the primordial water is most concentrated?
I was only out there a short time, so it wasn't too bad. But if one were to stay for any significant amount of time... Well, you can see how that boy's doing.
What about Child then? If he got out through the water, like, I mean, he's not from Fontaine, but does that mean the water doesn't affect him at all?
Where was he when you found him?
The abandoned zone at the end of the pipes. A good distance into the water.
Yeah, isn't that the way Child went? Child left that way.
Closer than I thought. He must have recognized it early on and tried desperately to swim back.
Locking the door was necessary. I don't think we could have saved two.
Well, I did try to convince him that I had my reasons. Never seems to work, though.
So I know that there's some like negative effects to consuming the water. It's like the synth. The synth is basically like a diluted consumable of the primordial waters. So I guess that's the worst thing that could happen to him.
It would probably work on Neuvillette. He has a knack for picking out who had good intentions, even when the outcomes were all terrible.
It's a bad sign if you're having to plead your case to Neuvillette. Want some tea?
The TR-con, through and through.
Not particularly. If you want to drink some that badly, just say so.
Yeah, apparently every 2 seconds.
Fine, I'd like to get some tea. Want me to get you a cup too, since I've already made it?
He just wants to have tea with someone. Is that so hard to tell?
Might as well then, I suppose. Actually, do you have a towel? I would like to dry my hair.
Sigewinne! Damn, that got pretty intense. Lenny's expression looks disgusted. It seems like he'd rather not have Sigewinne touch Freminet. Still, he didn't stop her, since it's obvious that Freminet does require urgent medical care. Sigewinne's examining Freminet carefully. She doesn't look too upset, which is a good sign. I hope Freminet will be okay.
How is he?
These symptoms are probably caused by an acute ingestion of a large amount of primordial seawater.
Yeah.
Still, his condition is not critical.
That's good.
Of course, it would be best if he stayed for further observation. Let's leave him here for now, and move him to the infirmary once he's recovered a bit more.
Okay.
Sorry. I am aware that the infirmary may not be your favorite place in the world at the moment.
Yeah, after this?
We do only have a single clinic in the fortress, however.
Why would he ingest a large amount of primordial seawater after leaving the fortress? How could that possibly happen?
If he like was drowning or something, or if, I don't know, like he's swimming underwater, he couldn't hold his breath anymore or something. I assume it was underwater that happened while he was diving.
Please, look after Mr. Freminet for the moment. I'll go fetch some medicine and a respirator. Oh, I'll bring Miss Lynette back with me.
Oh, okay. Just casual. Yeah, your siblings are fine.
Where is she? How is she right now?
Oh, she just took a nap in an empty room after I tranquilized her. If my calculations are correct, she should also be waking up right around now.
Bruh.
You might not believe me, but His Grace and I actually made some snacks and tea for her.
Sageween keeps that motherfucking thing on her, bro. Lenny has finally begun to stop tensing the muscles in his face. It seems like he trusts what Sageween just said. Sageween is the true head of this freaking
Lenny,
prison.
are you okay?
I'll be fine. They're all here now. Don't worry about me.
Are you sure? You don't look alright.
Oh, those legs.
My hands and feet are still a bit weak, but that's probably just the residual effects of the tranquilizer shot.
I'm back, everyone.
All right. Hey, she seems fine.
Lenny! Oh, Traveler, Paimon, you're here too. Freminet? Is he...
Yeah.
He'll be fine. But for now, please help me lift him up.
Lenny and Lynette immediately come to lift Freminet up. My boy, are you okay? Sageween, like you're not like tapped in the mind or something. She's like, I did good.
To slow down.
Give me a hand and help me get him to the infirmary.
Yeah, I'll take him from this side. Lynette, together?
On it.
Let's get it.
Traveler, you seem pretty worried about him. Want to come with us?
Sure. I mean, I got nothing else to do.
The Duke and Clarande are gone.
They really were just like, hey, let's go upstairs and have some tea. You know, all that other business is done.
They probably went to get some tea. The Duke will explain the truth in just a bit. Miss Clarande will need a break, since she only just returned from rescuing Freminet out of the sea.
Clarande saved Freminet from the sea? Just what happened there? About to get into the weeds of it, I think. Go back to the infirmary. I want to see what they're doing up here. Hello, you two.
Could I tempt you with some sugar for your tea?
No need.
Always tea in this place. Move over, Ozymanthus wine. The real culprit isn't the primordial sea, it's the primordial tea. Am I right? Yo, the kid, he's awake.
He's awake. Freminet, how do you feel?
Lenny. Lynette.
We're all here.
Nice. Purse!
Where am I?
The infirmary, at the Fortress of Meripede, Mr. Freminet, and you are no longer in any danger. How do you feel? Don't push yourself if you're not feeling up to it.
Traveler. Paimon. It's been so long.
I know. The last time we talked to you, we were talking about the Hydro Dragon.
The sea. There's something wrong with the seawater.
Yeah, we know.
Shh, it's okay.
That close-up,
We
though.
can talk about it after you've recovered.
That zoom in.
No, listen to me. This is really serious. There's primordial seawater mixed into the regular seawater. I don't know why it's there, but no one should touch it.
I think that's what it means. Like, everyone's gonna be swept up by the primordial sea because the sea is mixed. The primordial sea is mixing with the actual sea, and it's gonna become like one and the same. Like, literally, don't drink the water. What happened after you stuck into the pipes?
Pipes. Right, the pipes. It's all coming back to me now.
All right, cutscene time, flashback time. Oh. So where the fuck is Child? Is he just swimming out there in the primordial ocean? He has the foul legacy, so I assume that would protect him to some extent.
I'm in.
Oh.
Seems like this pipe hasn't been used in a long time. It looks abandoned.
You're in the forbidden zone. Oh, I guess that's why it's forbidden, right? Did they knew about the primordial waters
Where
here?
could Master Child be?
I love that shot. Bro, I was just about to say, I wonder if this is gonna be like a domain trial from Freminet's perspective. And then they fucking did it. What do we have here?
This mechanism looks like it's been tampered with. Could he have done it?
Child, are you down there? Oh my God, that's such a long drop. All right, against my better judgment. Just wanted to make sure how far down that went, all right? I know I probably shouldn't have, but I couldn't help myself. Ah, the good old average puzzle. You love to see it. Oh,
It's getting stuck on something.
uh-oh.
Seems like I'll have to avoid those obstacles while I turn it.
Polioverse, did you think of everything? You thought of everything, didn't you? We're like, players will not... Oh, mistakes were made, chat. Yeah, I definitely deserve that, I'll admit. Aha! 10 head. All right, now we do that. And we're chilling. Child, where are you? Geronimo! Oh my God. Sheesh. All right, we need to chill out. Freminet is gonna have no HP by the end of this.
This is where the water starts. Okay.
All right, time to go freaking Bioshock Big Daddy mode.
Master Child probably dived into the water.
And he's still
I'll
there.
go take a look as well.
He's still there, dude. He can't be in his foul legacy forever, so does this man, someone or something had to have saved him? Skirk, maybe? Yo, imagine Skirk just was like, all right, child, you kind of suck at this. Yeah, this was during the trailer. And it transitioned to the Fontaine Research Institute, like he was in like one of those water cubes. But I think that was just a transitional scene.
The vegetation here is a bit more sparse. These traces aren't natural.
Oh my God, this
A
music.
person must have left them, and recently. I should be... There are traces here too.
Okay.
I need to keep going.
God, I love the music here. Holy shit.
The traces are gone. But I don't see where he could have gone from here. Wait. What the...
Yeah, he's feeling it, Mr. Krabs.
My heart is racing, and it's getting harder and harder to breathe. What's going on?
Jesus. Also, he's not wearing his helmet. That was his first
No
mistake.
good. I have to get back. They still don't know anything about what's going on. If I turn back right now, I should still be able to make it.
Nah, bro. Oh, shit! Go! Oh, this is so stressful. They're putting it on me? What's this status ailment? Why am I purple? Damn, he was so close. He was so close.
I can't die here. This is bad. I'm feeling worse and worse, and I'm still underwater.
My God, this music is so stressful.
I have to push on.
Oh, what a fucking queen. She showed up right in the nick of time. Holy shit, what an intense moment. Oh, I feel like I stopped breathing when I saw that. My God.
So, in other words, the trail you were following vanished, and you had no idea where Master Child could have gone.
So,
But there was also no obvious place for him to have disappeared to.
so what the fuck happened?
That's right. I tried my best to swim back, but I had already put some distance between myself and the fortress.
Yeah.
And I just couldn't find the strength to keep going. I probably passed out some time after that. And you know the rest.
So I guess the primordial seawater was like merging with the regular water that was originally in that initial hallway. Like by the end there, it was getting more concentrated, and it's like seeping into that like one spot of the fortress.
Miss Clarande brought you back, but we also don't know why she just suddenly appeared at the fortress, or why she went out to save you.
Miss Clarande, you say? I must go thank her in person.
Wonder if she was sent here by Nouvellette or something.
You're still too weak, Freminet. You can go after you've had some more rest.
Miss Lynette is right. I believe Miss Clarande will stay here as a guest for another few days.
Or Farina.
So there's no need to hurry.
A guest? Then I can assume Risley was the one who invited her to come down here?
Or him, actually. Could be anybody at this point.
You should ask His Grace about that. He'll be able to explain better than me.
Got it. I'll go talk to him.
Yeah, it's about time he actually told us what's going on. Wanna come with us, Lenny?
No, please go on without me.
Yeah, that's...
I don't want to leave just yet.
Yeah, he's only reunited with his siblings.
Lenny.
The logical part of my brain is aware that we're safe right now, but I still can't bring myself to leave. Both of you are just in danger.
Yeah.
Understood. Then let's just sit together for a while.
In that case, I'll leave the infirmary to you. The Traveler and I are going to head out for now. As long as you stay in here, I don't think you'll be disturbed.
Alrighty.
Thank you.
That was stressful. Was that achievement called Le Deluge? Mind the deluge.
I'm so sorry, Lenny.
I'm also really sorry, Lenny. I should have been more careful.
Don't say that. It was all my fault. I was the one who should have been more careful. You two were nearly...
If I was stronger, maybe I would have already found Master Child.
No, how can you say that?
Huh?
I mean, he's a harbinger. He's in the big leagues.
I'm sorry.
What I'm hearing is, we all dropped the ball at some point during the mission.
Yeah.
So the responsibility falls on all of us. Isn't that right?
Yep.
Yeah.
About right.
That's right. It's on all of us.
Lenny, we understand that you're worried about us, but we're worried about you as well. Please don't blame yourself. We want you to keep your spirits up.
Yeah.
I like that. No one's blaming anybody. I mean, Lenny was blaming himself more, but I'm glad that they were like, nah, we share this blame. We take that L together, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, God. That would have been a second instance where I would have drowned because I had no stamina. So I've technically drowned twice already. Like in any other nation, that would have been my ass. Hoyoverse was looking out for your boy when they were creating this nation. Let me just say, they've watched the VODs. They know.
Excuse me.
Hello.
I take it Mr. Freminet's condition has stabilized?
Of course. I wouldn't have left the infirmary otherwise.
I've been expecting those two, but might I inquire as to the purpose of your visit, Miss Siegeween?
I wanted to check up on Miss Cloran.
Aw.
How are you feeling?
Mostly fine, I think.
If you don't mind, I'd like to perform another quick physical exam. It'll just take a few minutes.
All right. Thank you for looking out for me. I'll take my leave for now, then.
Okay. Aw, man. I'll miss you.
Well, want to explain yourself, Risley?
We're showing up arms crossed like we're here serving a sentence. Come on now. He's doing his job.
Of course, but I'm not partial to the word choice of explain. How about enlighten?
Yeah, explain is almost like he owes you something. Enlighten is like, will you let us in on this information? You know, it's less aggressive. Please enlighten us as much as you'd like.
Where should I begin? How about you start by asking me any questions you have?
Ooh.
You can start with whichever one you'd like to get answered the most.
Okay.
Then Paimon will begin. Did you know about Lenny's goals from the very beginning?
No. I just knew they were Fatui operatives sent to the fortress by the Knave. As for their specific goals, I only figured those out as you made progress on your investigation.
Okay.
You managed to monitor and stay ahead of them even though you didn't know what they were trying to do?
Man's always one step ahead.
They came here with ulterior motives. I'm quite adept at discerning what that kind of behavior signals.
Yeah, man's used to be an inmate, you know, it takes one to know one. Why didn't you stop them?
Initially, I thought their goal was just to investigate Child's disappearance. Linny suggested that I had deliberately let him escape, but in truth, I didn't really do anything special to help or hinder him while he was here. Everything he did, from finding helpers to leaving this place, he did on his own.
Good shit.
Of course, it's inevitable that the Knave would make a big deal out of her fellow Harbinger's unexplained disappearance.
Yep.
I'm also quite curious about where that Harbinger went.
Same.
So I figured I might as well let the Fatui do their own investigative work. All I care about is the answer.
So you were hoping Lenny's group would just do your work for you.
Work smarter, not harder. What a chat.
You make it sound like that's a bad thing. Unfortunately, things didn't go as planned.
Yeah.
I assume that Freminet has told you already, the ratio of primordial seawater around the fortress of Meripede is on the rise.
Damn, bro. L plus ratio plus primordial seawater.
The Forbidden Zone has always been Linny's target, and you got roped into that investigation after running into him. I began to intervene out of concern for your safety, and also to prevent the fortress from becoming entangled in more irksome matters.
Yep.
Are the rumors true? That you're also a former criminal?
Why would you put it like that? Isn't staying here all day and serving as the manager of the fortress a kind of sentence unto itself? Another form of prison? I just happen to have some support from the rest of the inmates. That's all.
He's like, bro, I'm forever a prisoner. Are you kidding me?
Oh, right.
Every day down here.
Who invited Clarant down here?
Me, of course. I paid her good mora to come down to the fortress for some field work.
Oh, shit.
As a champion duelist, Miss Cloran could be considered to be an independent party.
Okay.
I needed to find an exceptionally capable person to help me get through the impending crisis.
I'm really excited to see how she plays.
And saving Freminet was part of that crisis?
You can think of it like that, yes. Credit where credit is due, that boy is quite adept at diving. Had conditions not been as hostile as they were, he probably would have found the missing Harbinger already.
So the Forbidden Zone really exists.
That's not something you should be asking after. Neuvillette only asked you to investigate Child's whereabouts.
But you said I could ask any question.
All I need to prove to you is that the Forbidden Zone had nothing to do with the Harbinger's disappearance. That should be clear now that you've spoken to Freminet.
So Child is still MIA for different reasons.
But we've already uncovered that there's something wrong with the infirmary, and we've answered a bunch of questions that you threw at us. Isn't it about time that you answer our last question?
Thank you, Paimon. Talk to him.
You make a compelling case. Do you really want to know the answer that badly?
Maybe? Now that he's like, okay, I'm willing to tell you, but do you really? I don't like, do I want to know now?
Yeah, Paimon really wants to know.
Even if the truth may not be pleasant?
Sure?
Follow me.
Is Child dead or something? Like, what is happening? They're like, you can't find Child because we have Child in our possession. He's actually dead. I don't know. Oh, damn. A secret passageway. Why am I surprised?
There's a hidden door here? And a whole basement behind it? Huh. You're pretty good at hiding stuff, Risley.
It seems you've forgotten just what kind of place the Fortress of Meripede is.
I know, we've been walking around like we own the place. Secret Keepers and Forbidden Zones. That is quite the quest title.